Previously, in the failure frame, Mimori had arrived near the town Milis, and luckily the lord of the town was hiring mercenaries to explore the town's dungeon. So Mimori was granted free entry without any checkings in town, so taking this chance, he thought of exploring the dungeon as well to level up further. But there he saw a goon was trying to prove a girl in queue was the fugitive princess knight, Sarah's, but the girl turns out to be a normal girl. So the guy felt insulted that he was wrong and decided to kill the girl, and Mimori happens to overhear him, and he killed that guy and his friends. Then later in the dungeon, Mimori found the dragonite glass that lord of the town was looking for, but he gave it to Mist when she arrived, but she refuses to take the dragonite glass for free. So Mimori told her to become her guard because he's going further down into the dungeon to kill a secret boss monster, but during their journey, Mist appears as if she hadn't slept in days, so Mimori insisted her to lie down for a bit, and just as she did, Mimori casted a sleeping spell on her, which reveals she was the fugitive princess Sarah's, but Mimori wasn't shocked because he guessed this might be the case, so when she woke up, she was concerned if her secret got out, but she saw Mimori was fast asleep as well. Then they continued their way inside and came across a giant skeleton king, so Mist tells Mimori that its weak point is the lower part below its chin. So Mist thought of doing all the work alone because it's too powerful for a regular knight, so Mist was ready to use her spirit regalia and asked Mimori to keep it a secret from anyone. And even then she might not be able to protect Mimori because it's too strong, but what's the point? Mimori used paralyze and poison to snatch XP points by killing it in instant. This monster was the one Mimori came down to hunt, so he was about to return, but Pigimara told him there's something over here, and as Mimori took it, he saw it's an egg. Pigimara seemed interested, so Mimori thought of keeping it, and on the other side, those normal skeleton knights were doing a number on Mimori's backstabbing friends. But Kiriha used his Dragon Buster, which could have killed others if Ayaka hadn't saved them, and Kiriha was happy he's at level 24 now. What an idiot. As for this side, Mist gave the Dragonite Cup to the Lord and was promised a reward at a reception, so she came to Mimori and he told her to meet him at his room at 8. She didn't mind and was still thankful for the Dragonite Cup, so at night she came in time and Mimori told her he wants her as his bodyguard because it appears she wants funds for her travels. Mimori is planning to go find Witch of Taboos, so he wants a skillful warrior to watch his back in that dangerous woods. Mist is also on her way to Duchy of Yamato. And going through Golden Eye's Monsterland seems shortcut for her, but she's a little hesitant, so Mimori understood she can take some time and told Sarah's he wants to ask a question. She responded and her identity was revealed, so Mimori told her he found out when she was asleep, but traveling while hiding identity would be an issue. That is why Mimori bought it up because she couldn't sleep in travels, which is a problem, so Sarah's opens up that she uses her sleep in exchange to maintain this human appearance. So when those 4 watchers were killed, her travels became easy thanks to Mimori, for showing the true form means she trusts Mimori. So he told her his real name is Mimori to build up the trust between them, this way he won't sell her out, nor would she sell him out, so Sarah's took the job and Mimori gave her this crystal. She was shocked because the gem is a blue dragon gem formed rarely in dragons, so its value is even bigger than the reward she would get from the Lord for the Dragonite Cup. So Mimori told her to throw it away if she didn't like it, which convinced her to take it, but she's still on the run and has a great reason for it, but Mimori doesn't care. So when she was cleaning herself up, she felt like putting her trust in Mimori, but the next day others started to badmouth about how Mist is with Mimori. So Mimori told her to ignore them and asked about forbidden magic. Apparently it's called forbidden because the goddess passed the decree that it's forbidden. So that could mean this spell Mimori got must be harmful to the goddess. Then after having lunch, Mist told him reception is now in the morning, so she would meet him in the afternoon. So Mimori goes to the forest to test his enchantment, but at reception, some men in black appears, and then Mist got late for their meeting. At that time in Alien Castle, Ayaka meets Goddess again, and Goddess tells her she will heal Sakura even though she is a B rank. But in return she wants Ayaka to join Kiriha's group. Ayaka declined. And Goddess blames Ayaka for being selfish, which is causing disruption in their class. This fucking bitch just pushes Ayaka over the edge. But Ayaka still refused because Kiriha is a careless guy who never cares what happens to others, so she'll do her duties as a S rank herself. And Goddess decided to give all the low-rank person to Ayaka for training. Goddess promised she would take care of them. But now she's making up that royal orders are to kill all the low-ranking persons, fucking bitch, so Ayaka had to take them under her to save their lives. As for Sarah's, she was quite late for meet-up, but she's not the type to run away without telling, and there he heard that her identity was exposed at the reception and she fled to the forest. But dragon knights are chasing her down right now. In the dark forest, Sarah somehow beats down one and then another dragon knight. But because of illusion breaker, her spirit powers are disoriented, so she can't use spirit regalia, even though she beat the average dragon knights. But she knew a surprise attack was a distraction from Gizu. He's the vice president of the squad under Orban, and he was planning to kill Sarah's this time. Normally, the orders were to capture Sarah's alive, but the orders changed to elimination, and there she lost her footing and falls down, so Gizu tried to force her and violate her before killing her. But Mimori gets there and paralyzed Gizu and his dragon, but first he used sleep on Gizu to talk things out with Sarah's. She made it clear that Mimori would get in danger if he stays by her side, so she asked to revoke her job, but Mimori gave her the full bag of gems to show her he's not planning to let her go, and suddenly he asked her to remove all clothes. But right there, the episode came to an end. But if you haven't watched the previous episodes, the playlist link is in the description. Please watch it to understand the storyline. Until then, subscribe to the channel and like the video to support me. So let's meet in the next video. Goodbye for now.